Holy shit, it's another goddamn year already. Hello, my name's Artemis, and it is 20, which means that basically we're having to cross out 19 every time we write the date and put 20 over the top of it. We can't even do that sneakily because they don't even look right. But it also means that we are sitting here reflecting on the things that we don't like and things that we want to change. You're gonna treat this new year as a new start and finally get our shit together. Finally. And of course, just like every year, you are doomed to fail before you even start, because that's just what happens with New Year's resolutions, and I think I can actually tell you why. Short answer, you're a lazy fuck. And maybe, just maybe, I might just hold the keys to helping you actually make lasting change that sticks and fixes your life. Who knows? Well, you could know if you stick around and watch the video and, you know, maybe throw a few coins my way on Patreon, because fuck it! 2020 is most definitely the year of increased shameless begging. Pay me, please. For some reason, we seem to treat our lives as they are episodes in a sitcom, with each month actually being an episode and each year being a season, although I suppose the only people laughing at this sitcom are those who are in control of it, the sadistic fucks. Though I'm sure you can get an easier laugh just by taking your pants off and waggling your 1-inch wonder around. But following on that analogy, it seems like Christmas and New Year's sort of acts like a season finale, where all of the trouble and strife and the overarching storylines of the year come to a nice, happy conclusion, and everything is tied up together beautifully. Yay! Fucking Christmas! Santa brought me everything I wanted, except a way to silence the voices in my head. Kill them all, the PG tips drinking scum! We start the new year after a couple of weeks of hedonistic excess, wanting to make a big change in our life and declaring boldly that we will. We go to the soapbox that is Facebook and say, this is going to be new year, new me. It is time. I am going to be a much better person. I'm going to get shit together and do the things that I think I should do. But what happens? Well, I mean, it's always the same shit, isn't it? And it goes a little something like this. You eat like fuck for so long that you gain so much weight that you don't actually know what it's doing to your body, so you continue to eat as much as you can during Christmas, because it's the only way that you can actually deal with the family is by cramming 2,000 calories an hour into your mouth. You go through all of this and then you suddenly think that, holy shit, you're a fat fuck and you don't actually like the way your body looks. Hell, the only body that you're going to get that looks muscular is the one that's buried underneath the patio. So you go on the New Year's sale, buy a shitload of gym equipment and workout gear, and you post loads of selfies to Instagram with the hashtag New Year, New Me. Your result, to lose weight, get down to the gym and get that fat ass burning off. So you go to the gym, you're not entirely sure what to do, so you get on the treadmill and you walk like a pensioner for about 2 minutes. That doesn't seem to do too much. You need to 2 good ground weights a few times a day. You go back and again, keep going back week after week, and nothing seems to actually do anything because you're not actually sure what you're doing. The change doesn't seem to be instantaneous, so you're not really sure what you're going to do about it. So you start inventing other reasons not to go. You don't really like going. It's starting to hurt your ankles. Your knees are starting to hurt. Your tits are hitting the floor every time you start to bounce on the fucking treadmill. So you decide, okay, we're going to stop talking about it. You don't mention it on social media anymore. You don't mention that you've got a gym membership, and pretty soon you forget that you have one until suddenly it's 2021 and you're back there again wondering why the guy behind the desk actually recognises you. Oh, God, 1 take. 5 takes, actually. Now, does that sound familiar? Is that the sort of shit that we see all the time and sadly probably have enacted ourselves? Of course, it fucking does. But why, Artemis? Why is it like that? Well, let's segue to the next segment and let's see if I can fucking tell you. The first mistake you're going to make is completely underestimating exactly how big of a change you're going to have to make and what exactly that is going to entail. So if you're looking to cut down on your drinking, stop smoking, or rein in the incessant wanking, then it's not going to be as simple as just making one change and being done with it. Temptation will always be there. Chemical addictions are hard to control. And I mean, you're going to get bored and get onto Pornhub eventually. You can't just flick a switch. It's just never going to be as easy as that. But maybe you can understand that. Maybe you can look at the entire process and understand exactly how big of an operation it's going to be, and you can deal with that because you are strong. Well, the next problem you're going to have is actually measuring your progress and figuring out if it's actually working. You go to the gym 3 times a week, but you always run the same distance, lift the same weights, and do the same shit whilst you're down there. After a month, you look in the mirror and you can't really tell whether it's actually had an effect or not. You decide to give up on alcohol because it's, you know, costing you a lot of money and it's ruining some of your social interactions, and obviously you can't really talk properly when you're drunk because it turns out you're a little bit racist. But you then tend to find that you're looking at other people having a drink and suddenly, well, you're not having as much fun as them, and you're hating it because you're missing out. But let's say that you fight past that, you master it and get through. Third problem you're going to face is making it stick. I mean, hell, look at that. You lost all the weight. You lost like 300 pounds because, Jesus, you started off fucking obese. But what now? Are you going to just continue until you're a stick and there's nothing left? Or what? Are you just going to go back to eating takeaway and start putting the weight back on? Your detox work and your wanker's cramp has finally subsided and you can actually use your right hand for something other than stroking one off. But oh god, the Sonic movies come out and suddenly there's an influx of Sonic foot fetish art and DeviantArt and you just have to go back. Suddenly, you're right back where you started and the problem might not have actually been fixed at all. But how could you potentially get round these issues? How could you fix these problems and enact lasting change that really benefits your life? And could a blue talking dog on YouTube give you these tips and advice in around a 10-minute video? I mean, probably not, but let's just give it a fucking go anyway, yeah? So what do I actually know / think actually works in these situations? Well, first off, there's the problem of actually underestimating what you're getting into. And that solution comes, most like your mum on a Friday night, twice in 2 parts. Actually, that didn't sound quite right because that's me saying it. Oh, God. First off, people are always looking to make gigantic changes to their life when really it's just small little tweaks that will add up to a gigantic change. Think of it like this. If you want to move 100 bricks up a steep flight of stairs, it's going to be easier to do it 1 brick at a time than all 100 at once. Secondly, do your research. Actually have a look at what this change is going to entail, whether it's right for you, whether you're going to be able to keep motivation and get the results out of it that you want. You might find there are actually better ways to accomplish your goal than what you first thought. If the second problem is measuring progress, then the key to that one is being organised. And if we're going to use the example of losing weight, then we can just do what Aaron does, which is kind of a little bit weird and obsessive, but hey, it works. In Aaron's journey in not being a fat fucker, he every single week records down his weight, his measurements around his waist, hips and chest, and as much as he hates doing it, and I hope to God he never accidentally leaks the photos unless that gets, you know, more subscribers, because apparently we all whore ourselves out for something, he takes a shirtless photo, and it might be really cringy of him to do that, but if, for instance, the weight fluctuates, as it tends to do for a variety of reasons, then the measurements will still show progress. And then if none of those are really working, you can still look at the photo, compare that back to like 2 months ago and go, well, actually, no, we have come a decent distance. Because this change takes a long time. It is slow and it is gradual, and he still gets the motivation from seeing that it is actually working. What a good boy he is. And the third problem of actually slipping back into stuff and making change stick is probably a little bit harder because it comes to changing your mindset and changing your lifestyle. You got to think about the things that you're changing and the real causes of the issues behind them. If you're looking to cut down on your drinking, then perhaps look at the reasons as to why you were drinking in the first place, and maybe remedying those reasons will help you when it comes to cutting down on the drinking itself. If you're trying to lose weight, then have a look at your lifestyle and see what exactly it was that led you to get to this overweight position and what changes you can make to your general lifestyle and outlook and your level of activity that will help you not get back to that stage. It's not about going on a diet because diets end, it's about changing your lifestyle itself. See? Not just a pretty face. Doggo knows his shit. And there we have it. We've run through the reasons why you are doomed to fail unless you take the advice of somebody as experienced and knowledgeable as myself, or, maybe a medical professional, because fuck it, they probably know more than I do. I honestly believe that self-improvement, growth, development, everything good in our lives that we try and get out of a New Year's resolution should be things that we are focusing on every single day, not just because a number has changed on the calendar. It is something that we should strive to improve every day that we're alive, to be our best selves, and then we are always going to be getting to a better place. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you like the video, to I'm gonna actually start saying this shit apparently. Like, subscribe, all of that shit. The subscriber count's hidden, so it'll be a surprise for me if you do. Make sure maybe you check out the Patreon page and help support me if you really enjoy what I'm doing, because fuck it, I'm just going to throw it out there. Your support is super appreciated, and especially when I can take it to the bank. So thank you so much for the support you've shown. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and yeah, now that this video's done, I'm going to fucking make a cup of tea and settle down, because that's my work for the day done.